What's going on, guys? I appreciate all of you hanging out, waiting on the stream to start. For those of you catching the replay, though, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. So when we do these live chats, you can take part right along with us. So I think I'm going to start doing a new segment when I got some really funny ones to start my day, because a lot of you know that I start my day before I even take my CPAP mask off in the morning. I usually go see what comments I got overnight, and it's usually UK trolls and Australian trolls. Prime example, I started my day with, and this was in the held for approval section. So welcome to, this is me, welcome to, according to this gentleman, the gayest channel in Fragcom because I totally suck. So welcome to that channel, according to that guy. So I think I'm gonna start doing that. That'll be a segment when I wake up to some stupid shit like that. I think we'll start the streams with that, you know, because hey, if they believe it and it's their perception, it must be reality, right? So apparently this is the gayest channel in Fragcom. Welcome. So my scent of the day is Fragrance World Aether. French Avenue, quite good. Wore it a little bit last night on my arms because I was also wearing Signature Tobacco because I did the shave set and had some sprays of the fragrance. Wore this to the gym earlier, wearing it currently. The biggest difference I've noticed between this and Greenlee now that I've had it on skin a good bit is this is more of a sharp cedar kind of wood. Outside of that, it smells just like Greenlee. It's a sharper, woody, nuanced Greenlee. The crisp green apple smell, the fresh greens, it's all, I would still say 90+% accurate to Greenlee. This is a damn good clone. I got to give it to Fragrance World. When it comes to certain clones, they knock it out the park. I'm not always looking for a carbon copy, but damn if I don't get asked all the time about a good Greenlee clone and stumble across this one, and it's a damn good one, I got to say. So full review coming. I'll probably put a full review out on it tomorrow now that I've spent 2 days, but I'm going to wear it again this evening after I shower, after my second round of cardio, but pretty good stuff, gotta say. So what are we talking about today? We've got Quattro Pizzi, the newest release from Xerjoff. I'm not totally blind to these. I have expectation because I've seen notes, but this is like a coconut floral tropical fragrance. And then the new Prada Rossa Ocean, Le Parfum. Grab the 50 ml because I don't need more. This one's supposedly like resinous, sweet, and spicy, kind of in the vein of like a Spice Bomb infrared kind of thing. Boston Elixir. So I'll probably like it. Apparently it's going to smell nothing like the first two and nothing ocean about it, but just because it's not named, just because it's named incorrectly, doesn't mean it won't smell good. So we'll do this one last because it's going to be the warmer, spicier of the two. I like to start with the freshest of the fragrances, or what's anticipated to be the freshest, first, and we'll get started around the roughly 10-minute mark. We got 100 people in the first 3 minutes. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up on your way in. It does indeed help. Let's get caught up with this chat. Sicily, speaking of tropical fruity floral fragrances. Hell yeah, great choice. Good to see you, Ryan. I did see your messages earlier. Roy, always a pleasure. The best smelling chat on YouTube, this indeed is. You guys are always showing out. Speaking of, Danger Parfum Cologne, excellent choice. I'm going to get to Isola Soul this week. Speaking of, I'm throwing that in the rotation. Got a couple things. I'm wearing Barouge Mysterious tomorrow from Dumont is the plan. Very sweet, closer to Instant Crush than it is Baccarat Rouge. Less synthetic than Instant Crush, but reminds me of Instant Crush. And then, of course, Seraphine Blue will get thrown in at some point. The News I Dig in Voltaire. And then Isola Blue. That's the plan. Always. Just like wrestling, card subject to change. Same thing. You never know when I'll get something and want to try it out. I got all the Jean-Paul Gaultier Scandal fragrances to do. I'm going to do that video tomorrow as well. I'm going to unbox all three. Who knows? The new Absolute, I might want to wear that right away. Who knows? We'll see. Eternity Aqua's solid. I get some of the plum out of it, but my bottle's several years old at this point. I think it's really good. Slightly sweeter Polo Blue. Eau Debonair by Navitus Parfums. Wearing Sedley. The more I wear it, the more I love it. Same thing happened with Mephisto Gentle Uomo. Absolutely love them now. I mean, both Mephistos are fantastic. Xerjoff's such a great house. This year, I've been slowly building up my small Xerjoff collection, which I'm in the double digits now, right around 10, 11 fragrances counting this one. That was one of my goals for this year, was getting more from Xerjoff, and I'm building up all the ones I really want. Joel, good to see you, sir. Masculine Imperial. Process of replenishing the bank account for the next fragrance haul. Amen to that. I've been spending a lot of Yeezy money. A lot of Yeezy money on these restocks that have been happening. Fingers crossed I get the Turtle Doves tomorrow and the Wave Runners on Thursday. I didn't grab any slides or Wave Runners. Foam Runners today. Hour, 20 minutes after the drop happened for any of you that care. I did say, let me see what's left. And the Granite foam runners were still available in my size and a few others. I was like, what the hell? I've never had any foam runners. Let me see what the fuss is about for $90. It's better than dropping 200 at resale. And while I'm checking out, they sold out on my size. So I was like, oh well, wasn't meant to be. No big deal. So they got more foam runners coming this week. Maybe I'll grab them when I'm grabbing the turtle doves or something. But turtle doves and wave runners, that's priority this week. I got the pirate blacks last week, missed on the blue tints. For any of you that care, because I've been really ramping up the sneaker content. I'm really like I'm locked in the fragrance here. I'm locked into sneakers. It's TLTG kicks now. TLTG vlogs is dead. I'm still going to do some paintball content and random vlogs, my bodybuilding stuff. That's all still going to be on there, but it's been predominantly sneaker content for a long time now. And it's really a focal point now. That way it can be on the sneaker algorithm and do its thing going forward. I gained like 200 subscribers this week, just focusing on daily content with that. So added more content to the fold. But for a lot of you know that originally I wanted to do a sneaker channel before a fragrance channel. So living the dream. What can I say? Getting to do both. Two of the and I got a hat haul I'm doing. The three things I like the most that are useless to a lot of people are what I make content on. Fragrance, sneakers, and hats. Yay me. You know, life is good, and I'm very thankful for it. With Prada and Chanel L'Homme Edition Blanche, or am I missing something? I'd get something aquatic. Those are really good, though. Prada L'Homme's not the best summer fragrance, but it works. It's a little heavier than people give it credit for, but something aquatic. I don't know how you feel about aquatics. Got to tell you that Lattafa Atlas is still pumping off the skin. I still got those sprays on. I haven't showered since the gym this morning because I got cardio again in a little bit. They're still pumping. Afternoon swim, sunset swim, super faint. As is California Vibe. They've kind of faded. It's been, since I did that video and sprayed those, it's been like 8 hours. They pretty much faded at this point. But Atlas, still going strong. That's the beast of the bunch. 8 hours later, it's not a complete skin scent yet, but it's not projecting anymore, but it's definitely still there. Nice saltwater aquatic smell. It didn't change much, very linear. Givenchy Pie, peace, blessings to all. Yes, sir, you as well. Sidrapoise, one of my favorites. Got samples of Assad, Wulong Cha, and EGE. Is a letdown. The other two, oh boy, are great. I agree. Assad, not for everybody, you know. Kicks Griffey's in the house. We're in Polo Red EDP, my personal favorite version of Polo Red. FWO Wolfpack for life. Kicks Griffey approved. Antonio, good to see you. Milestone. Put your noses on Killing Imperial Tea. I have not, sir. I have definitely not. And I did put this in the chat because I did put the voting up. It will be probably because the last weekend of the month I'm going to be in Louisiana for my competition, so we won't be doing the member live stream the last weekend of the month. It'll have to bleed into maybe midweek. Maybe we'll do like that Wednesday afternoon or something because I want you guys to be able to. I'm not going to do it in the morning. I do the mornings on Sundays because we're all, most of you guys are off. So we'll probably do that following Wednesday, which I think is either the 2nd or the 3rd. I think it's like July 2nd. So run with it, guys. Virgin Island Water, Seraphine Blue. Got a bunch of cool stuff in there. I forgot what's leading the pack right now in the designer tier. Let me look real quick. Let me check for you. Got 135 in the chat. I appreciate you guys. I don't know what the likes look like right now. I haven't checked. But, yeah, currently Virgin Island Water is winning the vote ever so slightly. It's got 50% of the vote. Seraphine Blue's got 36% of the vote. Quattro Pizzi is tied with Perseus for 7% of the vote. And Intense Red Tobacco has no votes. Profondo Parfum 100 ml leading the vote for the designer tier, 43%. Second place is Valentino 11 Intense at 22%. We got a tie at 13% from Victor's Parfum and CH Men Birds of Paradise. And taking the caboose is a 2-pack of 50 mLs, wanted EDP and the most wanted. But yeah, for anybody that's interested, the voting is indeed up. Figured I'd let you members know that are here. Probably Rossa Ocean. I'm assuming the original, great choice. It's probably the best one. EDP's good, but it's a lot of vanilla. I prefer the original is the closest thing to an oceanic fragrance, I think, of the bunch. Dan, not the man wearing Seraphine Blue, great choice. Creed Original Vetiver, great choice. Havana Rain by Renia, I've never tried that one. Good to see you as well. Aqua de Joe Absolute and myself, excellent choices, man. La Isa Blanca, I've never tried it. Heard good things though. I am doing well. Have to go to bed in a few minutes, but I'll watch the replay tomorrow after Raw. Excited for Raw tonight. Wearing Seraphine Blue. Hope you're enjoying it, sir. I did see you post. I appreciate you tagging me in that. What's up, Ken? Happy Monday. Wearing Dumont Nitro Platinum. Sweet pineapple goodness. That it is indeed. A lot of spice as well. Saffron. Seraphine Blue once again. Hell yeah, man. E, good to see you, sir. Lamari Porthole, great choice. Good to see both of you, gentlemen. Amber Oud Rouge, the discontinued gem. That's still my favorite Baccarat Rouge 540 clone. Second haul of the year, Boss Descent Elixir, Boss Bottled Elixir. You're winning so far. Versace Man, I'm jealous. Issey Miyake Vetiver, and 1 million golden. You get the first soft live stream clap. That's a hell of a haul right there. Excellent, excellent choice. Will's wearing Wulong Cha. I'm bringing Nimbus from Luciano. That's the only one I don't have. It's the only one I don't have. I have 4 of the 5 now. Dang, good to see you, Josiah Ambassador. Yeah, that's phenomenal. Clean Musk from Authenticity. Speaking of phenomenal. Clean Musk, just like the name indicates, and lasts. Dapper, clean fragrance with real longevity. It's a beautiful fragrance. It really is. It's a good base. It's a good layering fragrance for you guys that like to layer. Not my thing, but I can see where that's a good base for somebody. Luis, good to see you, sir. Torino 21. Can't we see you take on Ocean Parfum, the most wanted EDT Intense today? I need to throw that back in the rotation. That's one of the better designers released this year. I like that one. Give them attention, you only get more. Oh, I don't care, man. I don't fucking care. I thought it was funny. I really did. It's like saying I'm Chinese. I'm not Chinese. Just like I'm not gay. So it's funny, you know? Whatever. All good. Y.O. Fraiche. Fragrance Fraternity, Y Le Parfum, Signature Seraphine Blue, just came in, and it's fantastic. Glad you're enjoying that. Embrace the hate and turn it into content. Amen. Amen, sir. Don't have plans to do one. I've talked about it in a few videos. Yeah, I don't have any plans to do one. I think I'll have mine. And I actually did like shorts videos on that I broke it down in less than a minute and everything. Yeah, man, I got content on it. I got like 4 or 5, maybe 6 videos. Since it came out, yeah. All right, I'm gonna have to skip ahead because I know I'm super far behind. Mikey, good to see you, sir. Can't stay long. I'm at work, but I will say it's very pleasantly surprised. New Ocean Parfum. Likely gonna purchase a bottle. Hope all is well. I can't complain, Mikey. I was in and out with you and Randy yesterday when I could. That's the thing. When you're streaming on the Sunday evenings, that's when I'm busy doing stuff with the wife usually, because Sunday is kind of a laid back day with the wife. So that's why you don't see me do too much stream stuff on Sundays, because I want to jump on with you guys, and seemed like y'all were having. I think he had you try Porthole, and I forgot what else. There's something else that I'm a big fan of. I forgot which one. I know y'all did a decant swap, but glad to see you doing the lives, my man. One of these days I'm gonna jump on with you. Burlington 1819, absolute masterpiece. I don't know, but I'm in whenever it does. Love the channel. I appreciate that. Speaking of Virgin Island water, how are you, sir? Seraphim in on Thursday, wore it from that day until yesterday. It's great. I'm glad you're enjoying it. One of the greatest designers of all time. I'm assuming you meant Profumo. Close enough. It is a Profumo means parfum. So Parfumo. Combination of the two. Kaylin, good to see you, sir. We're in Vibrato. It's kind of goated at this point. 8 still. The Xerjoff list is long. Mine as well, man. Father's Day coming up, and I want to have Lady give me a new fragrance. Versatile cologne recommendations. I'm thinking Detour Noir. I wouldn't call that a versatile cologne. I would call that more of an evening and cooler weather type of fragrance because it smells like Leighton. More of a woody twist on Leighton. I love Leighton. It's my second favorite from Parfums de Marly behind Cologne, the weird spicy one. I would say going after, like, if you want highly versatile, something like Sedley or Percival. If you want to try that route, like Mahir Legacy, Silver. That would be the affordable twist that's really close to Sedley. Since we're talking Detour Noir, that's a twist on Leighton. I would say go after the Sedley clone with Lattafa's Mahir Legacy Silver. Big horse head, the chrome bottle. You can get it for like $20-$25 too. It's good. It's really good. It's really close to. That's way more versatile than the Leighton profile, I think, personally. You get you both. For like $50, you can get both. Yeah, what the hell? Then you have daytime, nighttime, you know? Year-round, anytime, and evenings and dates is how you can look at that. A good 1-2 combo. All right, guys. I'm going to skip down. I apologize. I hate when I have to do this, but I have to. I'm just so far behind. Kara, good to see you. Bad Boy Cobalt. God, you're killing the game today with that one. Speaking of Randy, there he is. Seraphine Blue today. Hope you're doing great. I am doing well, so I'm sure you heard everything I just said. Landon UK, really enjoying the first wear. Top 10 elixir. I don't know if I have 10 elixir fragrances. I'd have to look because I might have enough to make 10. So how's it the top 10 if it's the only 10? You know what I mean? Like maybe I could do 5 because I've done the 3 shorts video like a year and a half, 2 years ago. I've gotten a lot since. I could maybe do a top 5, my 5 favorites. That I can do. I think 10 would be like, hey, this is all 10 that I have. If I was to count it up, it's around that number. So let's see. Skipping on down. I'm sorry, guys. I hate when I have to do this. I'm kind of slowly cruising down. I made it to the bottom. A lot of you didn't hit that thumbs up button. Take 1 second to hit it. Let them know. Let them know, Joel. I haven't checked. Legend Blue could also be a nut yet. I don't know if it's in stock anywhere right now because Fragrance Buy doesn't have it in stock. Fragrance Net ran out of stock not too long after I had bought it. But that is a good one. It is Minty Percival. It is a good one. Bet top 5. Right. Consider it done. I'll have it done by the weekend because I already got tomorrow's content planned. I'll do it the day after because I do my content by the day. Like I do my cardio in the morning. I come home. I eat my breakfast. I do my content. I go to the gym. I come home. I do a little bit more content. I get ready for this on streaming days. Then I go back to doing cardio again. I throw shoe content in on that. That's just fragrance stuff. You know what I mean? Because I do the shoe content in the afternoons. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I wouldn't trade my life for anything. I love my life so much. I stopped playing the lottery like almost 2 years ago. I let go of that dream. Like I'm super happy with my life. So blessed man, I got to say. I love it. It's my favorite Carolina Herrera fragrance besides CH Passion. CH Passions, if you're an iris lover, you need to try that. But Bad Boy Cobalt smells a little bit. So you'll see people compare it to Invictus Platinum and Coach for Men. And yes. Take away the herbal green facet of Invictus Platinum. At the top, sure. And then as it dries, it turns into a lot of Coach for Men. That kind of suede, fresh, spicy, musky, ambroxany type of feel. But you also get a sweet plum at the top that kind of is unique to that fragrance. As far as, because it's not really going in the other two. I think there is some plum actually in Invictus Platinum now that I think about it. I don't remember exactly. But point being, it's a synthetic fragrance. It's very synthetic, unnatural smelling. Very blue, not just the color of the bottle. It's a very blue synthetic fragrance, mass appealing stuff. It dries into a fresh, spicy, airy, musky, woodsy fragrance that's I just love. I have been missing out. A bunch of people had told me for a long time. It came out a couple of 2-3 years ago. A bunch of people had told me I would love it. I was late to the game. I love it. It's top 10 blue in my collection. I got a lot of blues that I like. Blue fragrance guy. It's phenomenal. I know Kara's a big fan of it. I think it's actually Kara's favorite. Kara loves the Bad Boy line too. Anybody can wear anything. She's a chick. She wears all the Bad Boy fragrances. Wear whatever the hell you want, guys. So with that said, let's dive into this first one. So where were we? Right here. Discounted fragrances and what to get in place. You mean discontinued fragrances and what to get? I've done a bunch of videos like that. You meant discontinued. So with that said, Quattro Pizzi, the newest fragrance. Damn, it's almost 20 minutes and we're just getting into it. My bad. Get to chatting, from Xerjoff. I did pick both of these up from Fragrance Buy. Yes, I did purchase them. They send me stuff on occasion, but I mean, they don't send me shit like this. I buy 90% of what you see me get from Fragrance Buy. I buy 90 to 95% of it. I buy a lot of stuff from them. I do. I like supporting them. They're a good place. Good partnership with the channel. I like working with good companies and good people. Rep's a good dude. So, love the color scheme. It's pearlescent white, like mother of pearl to the bottle. Uh-oh. You're going to be a pain in the ass to get out. Ooh, that son of a bitch is in there. Now, for as cool as the tassels look, they're kind of a pain in the ass. I'm not even going to bother taking the plastic off the tassel right now. They're kind of a pain in the ass. When you take the cap on and off, because they never want to stay around the collar right here. Love the color scheme here. I'm expecting it to lean a little feminine. It's got a lot of florals, coconut, stuff like that. I'm fully anticipating that. Ooh, a lot of coconut. It's very lactonic as well. I smell it through the atomizer. So Atlas is still going strong right there. Yeah, that's completely gone. I've washed my hands a few times, so the afternoon swim cologne is long gone. Beautiful atomizer. I got really high hopes for this one. When I read the notes, I was like, ooh, that looks like something for me. And I could have got a 30 ml, but it was like 71. It was only like 127, 130 for the 100 ml. I was like, let me get that. Probably never go through the bottle. But creamy, floral, coconut. It smells like some tuberose in here as well. I think that might be why I gravitated to it, coconut and tuberose. Definitely leans feminine. Not for everyone. I like shit like this. I like stuff like this. So keep that in mind. I like the floral fragrances. And this is a tropical fragrance on top of that. Definitely has a thick, like cocoa butter lotion like smell. Not just straight up sunscreen, not like spray on sunscreen, more like the lotioned sunscreen. Definitely a sunscreen smell because the combination, the creamy florals mixing with coconut. Yeah. I don't get as much citrus or fruitiness as I thought I would get. It is straight up thick, robust florals and coconuts. All I smell. Like it's that simple. It kind of reminds me of take away the bubblegum sweetness from 1 million Parfum and crank up the quality a little bit. Obviously, this has coconut. It's not just a tuberose smell, but the way that tuberose and those other notes tie together, it gives a similar accord scent profile to what I'm getting right now. Again, you take that bubblegum sweetness in 1 million away, you strip that, you get this. A little bit of spices starting to creep in, though. I do like that. Let's see what the notes are here. Pretty highly rated, 217 ratings already. Creamy floral, no shit. Sweet, spicy, fresh. So there's some spice coming in. Divana, coriander, pink pepper, rum. I wouldn't have guessed rum. Tuberose coconut, yeah, through and through. Blonde tobacco, tonka bean. Hey, now I remember why I bought it because it's got a wild note breakdown. There is a little bit of a dry, earthy tone to this, but I wouldn't distinctively say it's a hay note in tobacco. But that's clearly what's doing it because hay's very dry. If you've ever smelled hay in a fragrance, think Cherokee. That's a hay tobacco combo. And no, I don't think it smells like Cherokee because there's so much dominance in this tuberose and coconut. It's smoothing out a lot more. The spice is creeping in a little bit. And it's got a sweetness, but I wouldn't call it like I was saying about the 1 million bubblegum sweetness. You strip that away because it's not sweet like that. Not at all. It's a nice little sweet undertone. It's probably the Divana. Pink pepper could be contributing that too. Tonka bean. But it's probably the Divana. Oh, it's getting better by the moment now. Now that it's settling, it's way better than that initial blast. And the initial blast was good. Now it's really good. I think I'm in line with 8 out of 10. They're, close to it, round up from 7.8. You're right there at an 8 out of 10. I think it's 8 out of 10. It's great. Great fragrance. Not for everyone. This is not an everybody fragrance. I don't think this is high heat outdoors. This is summer evenings. It still has a summer feel to it. It's got that tropical sunscreen lotion feel to it, but it's too thick, I think, for the high heat. This is way too creamy. I could be wrong, though. You wear this outside, it might shine in 100-degree and high humidity weather. I don't know. I'm going to find out, though, because I got plenty of that weather over the next several months. I think it's a solid 8 out of 10. This is a great fragrance. More situational than I was hoping. Not as fresh as I was hoping for it to be. Like fresh being the fifth accord. I think that's being generous. It's not super fresh, but there is a light freshness to it. So fifth main accord, I'm good with that. If it was first or second, I'd call bullshit because that's damn sure not how it is for me. But creamy, floral, sweet, spicy, I think it's arranged perfectly, this list of accords, because creamy is definitely the main thing you're going to get here. It's a very thick, creamy floral fragrance. Touch of powder, nothing crazy. I don't know if it's the tuberose. I don't know if it's the tonka bean. It could be both. Could be the hay note. But it's not a powder bomb. But there is some powder. getting better every time I go back to it, guys. 8 out of 10s, I think, undercutting it a little bit, but I'm not going to change the rating every time I sniff it. 8 out of 10 with potential to grow with a full review after spending time with it. It's got potential to go up to 8 point something on up to 9, depending on how the wearing experience goes. I feel like the arrow's pointing up for this one. I think we're low end with this 8 out of 10. Definitely worth a sample, not a safe blind buy at all. Even if you like tuberose and coconut. Pump the brakes. Stop. Whoa. Timeout. Risky blind buy. Don't do that. Sample this one. Definitely sample this one, because though I did point out a distinctive fragrance it reminds me of, there's no guarantees that if you like 1 Million Parfum, you're going to like this, because that's still more playful, more like 1 Million. It's got the bubblegum playfulness to it. But this is a much more sincere, still not a serious fragrance, but it's got more sincerity to the profile than the playfulness of 1 Million Parfum, but there is relation. Undeniable relation to me. But put this in the win column. Definitely happy to get it. Problem is my wife's going to want to steal this one. It's very unisex leaning feminine, not a masculine fragrance. My wife is going to want to steal this. She's going to tell me how pretty I smell as soon as she smells this. Pretty. That's going to be the first thing she smells. She's going to sniff and go, ooh, pretty. Every time she really likes something, when I let her smell it, that is the exact inflection and reaction that I get. So, yeah, she's going to want to steal this. So anybody looking for a great gift, if your lady likes tuberose, sunscreen fragrances, or if you like creamy florals and sunscreen in your fragrances, it's worth trying. Definitely worth trying. Let's get caught up on this chat because I'm sure I'm very behind. I appreciate all 170 of you that are here for 4 o'clock in the afternoon. With the hell of a crowd, I got to say. I appreciate you. These early windows, mid-afternoon blocks, I never know what it's going to be with an audience with you guys because a lot of people are at work and stuff like that. I get it. But it's also the time when I pretty much know to basically just be me live. So I have the availability. It kind of works best for me, and it seems like a lot of you are able to join me for it. So it seems like a good time block. What's the memberships to be entered the giveaways? Curious. So you have to click the join button and you can see the different tiers. The $4.99 tier is not eligible. The tiers above that are eligible for different tiers, and you won't be able to see what you can vote for unless you're a member. So, which I did discuss what was there earlier. So, and it's U.S. only. I'm not sure where you're located, but it's continental United States only as far as for eligibility for the giveaways, which is listed in each tier. Oh, definitely Kenneth Cole Blue, for example. If you can get First Instinct Blue at a rack store from Abercrombie & Fitch, they're still popping up all the time. That's like the greatest gem fragrance of all time to me. Those two are like go-tos for me. I wore this to the gym today. The Greenland Clone. That's only like $30. It's not super strong, but it's a little stronger than I typically like. I wore 212 Heroes yesterday. I've been wearing stuff to the gym more often. Again, I've taken several months away from wearing stuff to the gym. Had somebody ask about a gym fragrance rotation video. Now that I'm wearing them again, I might have to. But that's like been my go-tos long term. Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct Blue, Kenneth Cole Blue. Just right. They're weak. They smell great. They'll last through a workout, no problem. 2-3 hours. Not super loud. That's what I would go for. I'm not that guy that's wearing oud and shit to the gym. I ain't that guy. Or ultra male and super sweet stuff. I ain't that guy. Elysium for this hot ass day. Great. I don't know which one, but all three are good. Ooh, that is a damn good one. Good to see you, Andrew. I'm glad you're able to make it here as well. Wear whatever the hell you want unless it's Youp Ohm. Preach, sir. I got a lot of flack for that. And I knew I would. I stated in the beginning of that video. This is going to be the one that's going to break some hearts and people get mad at me for, because there's people that swear by Youp Ohm. My favorite comments were the ones that were talking about how the girls went wild 30 years ago. I'm like, yeah, I stated I'm sure it was once great. It's super, super chemical sweet now. It's not bad. It's the tolerable one of those 6 in the Fragrances I Hate video. That's why I started with that one, because if I was to pick one that, all right, I'll still wear this one. Like if I had to pick one to wear, it'd be that one. The other ones are just no-go, no bueno for me. It's Red Man. Ooh. That's a good one. So creamy, zesty orange, creamsicle smell. It smells like Ultra Zest. It's really good. Ultra Red Man, that's really, really good stuff. Uh, I couldn't really pinpoint anything. People seem to be gathering different things to relate it to. I've heard blue agave a little bit, which I haven't smelled blue agave. I've heard great things though. I've heard somebody say business over pleasure. I think it was RXL said business over pleasure. That's kind of funny because it's the same perfumer using the same oils. Because like Florentine Iris and stuff, there's some things that are in there that were in business over pleasure. So I get it because Claude Deer made both. It's just like a wintergreen, minty, fresh, breezy aquatic with a nice clean musk. I had somebody earlier in my comments say it was too much coconut for them. And my reply was barely any coconut on me. So I can't relate because I even said in my review, like I barely get any coconut. If anything, it adds creaminess. I don't know who else gets a lot of coconut from Seraphine Blue. I don't get much. I don't. You can see the juice level continues to drop as I continue to wear it. So shout outs to the people that have been blind buying and then turn around and selling their bottles. This is why I warned you guys so much, because I knew with all the things I had to say about this that some people would go, oh, I got to have it. And I was like, you're not, there's no guarantees you're going to think it's 10 out of 10. Please sample if you're uncertain. And, you know, it's only been like 5, maybe 6 or 7 people I've seen, but that's inevitable. That's to be expected. That's like a fraction of a percent of bottles sold. I mean, not everybody's going to like it. Majority seem to really enjoy it, but yeah, sample. I sample. I kept doing that shit, but some people just like the thrill of the blind buy and roll the dice. So it is what it is. But yeah, I don't know what else to compare it to. Honestly, it really doesn't strike me as directly any one thing. Like, seriously, is it? Oh, it is good though. I have not sprayed any decants, Randy. It must be killing you. It must be killing you. I have not. We're going to have to get on live together because unless I plan that out for a live, I don't just spray randomly unless I'm working on a review. That's the only time I randomly spray if I'm working on a review for something. Aside from that, I do it live. So we'd have to get on a live together because I have a feeling it's driving you fucking crazy that I haven't sprayed those yet and you sent me those decants. Because I feel like the last 3 times I've talked to you, you've asked me. So I think it's bothering you. You still love me? We'll set up a live stream. You can jump on with me and we'll talk about it. I'm thinking if you got some time Friday, let me know if you got some time Friday. Because I'll be with Selly on Thursday on his channel. Montabaco Intensivo. I know that's what you meant to type. That's a hell of a fragrance. Beautiful tobacco. I was from a scent split. Seraphine Blue coming today. Skip down. Ooh, go with the hype ones first. 40 knots, Renaissance, the ones to ease yourself into because they got some complex, challenging stuff. They got some sweet, unique stuff. They got some dark stuff. They got a little bit of everything. I would say ease yourself into it. Go with a 40 knots, a Renaissance, a Xerjoff Naxos, honey tobacco. Go with one of their safer plays to start. Try Herbapura, Uden Overdose, like some of the easier ones to enjoy, the more accessible, approachable, easy to like fragrances, and kind of dip your toe that way. Kind of how I talk about Cedrat Boisé with Mancera. Like that's a good dip your toe fragrance. I know they pulled it. It was weird. Like they sold out and then they pulled the listing. They normally don't do that. Normally they'll leave it and you click notify me for when they restock. It's weird. It's the only one they did that with. Rafe, good to see you, sir. Recent acquisitions include Seraphine Blue, Perseus, San Diego, and Miami Tropical Confessions. Sushi Imperial, never heard of that. Hypnotizing Fire, Parfum, Gin Tonic. Bottle of Vibrato I ordered from Fragrance Buy got poached by Porch Pie. Damn. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. And I'm home all the time. Not good. Luckily, I don't have to deal with that. We have good neighbors around us, but I wouldn't do well with people stealing shit off my porch. If I hear you on my porch stealing, pop, 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 pop. Not good. Not good. Stop stealing packages from people. I doubt any of you watching do that kind of shit, but just in case somebody in the future watches this replay, stop stealing packages from people, you scumbag piece of shit. That ain't cool. That ain't cool. That's not the way to live. Stop your bad energy. Stop your bad deeds. Stop stealing people's shit. I'm sorry to hear that, Rafe. I'd be pissed. I'd be furious. Furious. I'd be so mad. I'm sure it's being taken care of with fragrance buy because you just got to go through the motions of proving it. They're good about it. It's happened to D, actually, to Danielle with Dior on Parfum. They'll get you taken care of. There's a process where you just got to prove it, fill out some form and shit. But sorry to hear that, man. I sure appreciate the super chat, though. But the rest of it's great haul. Great haul. I'm behind, too. I'm far behind. Sample on the way. Looking forward to it. I hope you enjoy it. Ordered a sample of Seraphine Blue. Actually, a little worried. I'm going to love it. I mean, I encourage the sampling, guys. I had George fix it. By the way, everybody's been thinking it was out of stock because it showed availability out of stock pre-order. You were able to buy it the whole time. I got on the phone with him yesterday and was like, please change this. So it shows in stock, add to cart. And he adjusted it to 3 ml because it was showing 2 ml. They're actually 3 ml samples. So I got him to fix that. He didn't even realize it was like that. So on behalf, my apologies that it was like that. Because I know some people would see that and like, oh shit, I can't buy a sample and leave. When you could have bought a sample the whole time. Yeah, I have a bottle of it. So it's nice and it's good for a single young man. It's a nice, sweet leather booze fragrance. Oh, Leighton and Kalan for me. That's my 1 and 2. That's my 2 favorites. What do you see, sir? Hermes Eau de Citron Noir. I've never tried it. Never tried it. Oh, very late for you. Well, I appreciate you spending some time with us. There was one I said the other day rivals it. This one. Zadig and Voltaire, this is really him. Yeah, this rivals it. This, oh God. I haven't smelled it since that unboxing the other day, like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Try this. But yes, that's a safer play. This has a little bit more of a dry wood smell to it. It's a little bit warmer. It doesn't have the smokiness of that. The original This Is Him is similar to Mercedes-Benz Club Black. This has some different nuance going. This is so good. I like how they named it This Is Really Him, because when you compare it to This Is Him, yeah, this is really him. So I got it slotted to wear this week. It's so good. One of the best designer vanillas I've smelled. It would be between that and that for me. Oh, wow. Gifted 10 memberships. Damn. Appreciate the generosity, Rafe. I'm curious who all is going to get it. Don't believe them. They're liars. Wearing oud to the gym is just crazy. Hey, some people do it. And some people advocate for doing that shit. That's wild. To encourage it, that's wild. But hey, everybody's different. Just don't work out near me. I don't want to smell your oud shit. I smell enough cheap-ass synthetic vanillas on a daily basis when women walk by. I'm good on smelling ouds. I got enough to deal with Eros. I smell Eros every gym I go to. Everywhere I've been, I smell some dude wearing Eros. All good. I get it. People like Eros. I like Eros too. It's just strong for the gym. But I smell cheap-ass synthetic vanillas and BR540 clones daily for years. Daily. It's crazy. Let's see. Where was I at? You have a favorite Memo Paris? I haven't explored the house fully. I've tried several of the leather fragrances, but Ocean Leather is the one I'd like to get a bottle of. Everyday season cheap fragrance. Cheap isn't under 45-ish. I'm going to say Missoni Wave. I think even though it's on the fresher side and has aquatic notes, you can get away with that one year round. I love that fragrance. It's beautiful. I compare Seraphine Blue to Versace Mano Fresh, but made for a sophisticated person. The vibe. I can see where you come from with the vibe. Yeah, I don't get much of it, man. I'm right there with you. Not us. I just heard somebody say, I don't remember who I saw type that in a comment, but I'm just going off of feedback I've gotten. Sort of full bottle to replace my sample. I'm glad you enjoy it. Yep, sample. I get a ton of coconut and Seraphine Blue, but my girlfriend likes it, so I'll wear it. I actually really enjoy it. I've worn it for 4 days in a row, and it keeps growing on me. So see, there's somebody that gets a ton of coconut, but blue agave is crazy to him. So I'm seeing, everybody's getting different stuff. It's a skin chemistry and nuance. It's a nuanced fragrance, so people are going to pick up different things. Quattro coming, can't wait to try it. It's getting better. Now, look, it is feminine because it's tuberose dominant. The tuberose has not wavered. It is the star of the show. So just know that. It's not just a clever color, this pearlescent white, mother of pearl kind of iridescence to it. It's strong, creamy white floral. I like tuberose, though. I'm probably one of the few guys that loves tuberose in a fragrance. What do I do when it comes crashing outside? See, What are we? A bunch of sampling wimps? Blind buy or die trying. There you go. Seraphim Blue gives me. And so I've had people ask me that. So that was in Dedrick's stream. Somebody was asking that. The vibe, the feel, that grown man aquatic, yes. The woodiness, no, because there's no woods in Seraphim Blue. And Oud Mineral is based around like oud and driftwood. You know, it's like the way I've described Oud Mineral, it's like it's weird that it's damp wood and dry rotted wood at the same time. Like I get both. I love Oud Mineral. I've got 2 of the 3 versions ever released. I've got the previous 30 ml and I've got the newer 50 ml in the signature line. I love Oud Mineral. The vibe, yes. Like Dedrick was saying, shorts above the knee. Yes, that's the grown man vibe aquatic. Scent profile, not really. Very little, like the aquatic tone, I guess. But even then, like Oud Mineral is more aquatic than Seraphim Blue is. So what's another one that I thought was crazy that I saw? There was one I saw and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this person? Or who told this? What genius told that guy that? I can't remember which fragrance it was. I was like, what? Dang. Teach their own, you know? Out of Signature Rosé, Halfeti Black Rose, which you say is better to get over the other one? That's a taste thing. You need to get samples, man. Because that's number 2 and 3 behind Seraphim Blue for me. With Signature Rosé being number 2, that used to be my number 1. That is a sweet, very, very smoky incense rose, and Seraphim Blue's a woody, warm, spiced resin rose. They're very different rose fragrances. Very different. I'm not going to pick one over the other because you might not like rosé. You might like black rose. You might not like black rose. You might like rosé. Get the samples, man. You definitely the only way you're going to figure that one out. Okay, noted. Nerd says we're an ambassador. You're the second person in the chat wearing that one today. Great choice, my man. Naxos is a good Xerjoff Gourmand to start with. I agree. It's easy, accessible. Mephisto is really good. Yeah, for sure. That's for you. No, I didn't think you asked for a review. I was like, God damn it, when's he going to smell those? That's what I'm thinking. You're thinking. Trying behind the scenes, so I figure you do the same, but no need to rush. No, that's what I'm saying. You want to do it with me. Let's set it up because I'm like within the next week and a half, I'm going to be, because I'm 18 days out. In about 10 days, y'all be lucky if you see me by myself on my channel because I'm going to be on peak week. So it's one of those deals where I'm down to do the collabs, but they all got to happen in like the next 10 days. So if you want to do something seriously, we get on together and do it and jump on because I don't have nothing set for Friday. Because tomorrow I got a Zoom set up with Justin during the day. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go live tomorrow. If I can't go live tomorrow, I'm going to go live Wednesday. If I can go live tomorrow, I'm not going live Wednesday. Thursday, I'm with Selly on his channel. And then Friday, I don't have anything set up. So that's what I'm saying. If you're free Friday, and we could do it later in the day, because I know later in the day typically works for you, let me know. And we could do it for real. Because that's what will push me to do it, is having you on there. You know what I mean? Because I'm constantly, my mind's going 100 miles an hour doing all kinds of shit when it comes to fragrance and now adding the shoes into the mix. Like the only reason I didn't do a shoe video today is because not all of the Yeezys I ordered from Adidas came in. There's still 2 packages. There's still 5 pairs of shoes that didn't come in yet. I mean, there's more than that didn't come in, but from Adidas, there's still 5 pairs. I wanted to do one big ass Yeezy haul video. I thought I was going to get to do it today, but got to wait till tomorrow. So, but point being, constantly doing shit. So you got to schedule something with me. You know that, Randy. You know me well enough. If you want to do Friday, I'm cool. If you want to do August, I'm sure we'll do something in August too. I'll text you after this and we'll set up a time. Yeah, let's do Friday. It's gonna be a great live Thursday. I'm looking forward to it too, my man. What's the best aquatic for a low price point? I go back to Missoni Wave, man. I'm a huge fan of that one. It's pretty hard to beat for the money. It's basically poor man's Chanel L'Homme Sport, kind of Versace Pour Homme. It's aquatic. It's a little sweet and creamy. It's citrusy. I love it. I still love it. I still say that's one of the best under $50 fragrances money can buy. I stand by that statement. And they're going to sell it like crazy. Porthole just got a review on iFragrance. John Harper just reviewed it. I saw iFragrance posted in their stories. Like all of a sudden, Porthole's getting wild praise. And it's like, I got it last year. The brand sent it to me like last spring. It's crazy to think that it took another year for it to catch on. How good of a fragrance that is. So I call them Sloma Shop. Shout outs to Sloma Shop. They reached out to me to do some kind of collaboration. And I didn't respond to the email. The 24 hours has passed. I'm not doing it. I don't know what the collaboration was. They wanted me to sign an NDA before they would tell me what it was, and I just didn't respond. I'm not a hypocrite. I'm not going to do something with them after I've crucified how slow they are. So I probably shouldn't have told you guys that, but hey, I didn't sign nothing. So yeah, so they're doing collaborations. I don't know what it's for because I would have had to sign a non-disclosure to find out, and I was not doing that shit. So Child's Joma Shop, whatever they're doing, I hope it's a success for them. Fix your shipping times, dickheads. Sloma Shop, coined by TLTG Reviews. You remember that shit, huh? That was when I was in Colorado. I tried sending 2 different bottles of Business Over Pleasure to Randy, and they stole both of them. And Randy, it just wasn't just you. There was 3 other bottles that got stolen that were going to other people. Took 3 tries. I was running out of extra bottles trying to get a bottle to Randy when I was still in Colorado. Randy knows what I'm talking about. Send at the Bay, $5 super chat. We're in Zoologist Chameleon. With all the rain coming into Tampa, I was wondering where's some good petrichor fragrances. Petrichor. I'm not familiar, sir. I appreciate the $5 super chat, but I'm not familiar with that. What, is that a specific chemical? Rain essence is interesting. Make the gym smell more palatable for guys like us. I'm sure it'll be a really good gym fragrance. I'm sure there is people that wear that. Aqua Cindiali Blue, you're killing it. You're killing it, Jay. Oh, I prefer Coco Loco. It depends, but high heat, super high heat, LeBeau. It's not as thick. Coco Loco is pretty robust for what it is. It's a zesty bowl of fruits in the top. The way the cardamom just brightens up all those fruits at the top. Coco Loco is great for the summer. Now that we're rolling into summer, I'm going to be wearing it. It's way more complex than LeBeau, but for just a hot day out, like just running around, LeBeau. Got somewhere to go? Coco Loco. You going somewhere you can be around people? Coco Loco. You just doing whatever? LeBeau. That's how I would say it. This is. I hope you like it, man. I love that shit. I love it. Be raising. Yeah, everybody's been telling me about it. $10. Who gives a shit? It's $10, guys. We buy them from discounters anyway. That's their retail price is going up 10. So even if it goes up $10 at discounters, we normally pay what, 75? Are you really gonna be mad at 85 for 120 ml? That's why I give the who cares. Now, if they were going up 30 or 40, that's something to be like, what the fuck, man, Sarah? They held off as long as they could, though. They didn't go up soon. They could. Most places went up 2-3 years ago because of the cost of goods. So I got to give them credit for holding off as long as they could. But let's be real here, people. We buy them from discounters. We don't really buy from Mansera. We ain't dropping 180, 200 from Mansera. Not us. We're smarter shoppers than that here in this fragrance community. So let me scroll to the bottom, guys. Honestly, I don't think it smells even 50%. Like that's what I'm saying. It's very unique for what it is. I'm a Tuberose fan myself. I love my Xerjoff Decas. I've never tried. It's my motorcycle riding fragrance. Gorgeous for any weather. James, good to see you, sir. A little ml of Ferragamo bright leather. Loving this for the summertime. It's really good. It's a beautiful, fresh citrus leather. There's not that many of those out there. Not that I'm familiar with anyways. Oh, Zachary got one of them. Hell yeah. I have not. Slice Society Soda Snob. I like that. I like the name of that. Crumb Couture Dead Dinosaur. Not familiar. Nosy Neighbor. Change the name. Fradcom's Nosy Neighbor. I like it. I like it. Bless up right back at you, my man. Good to see you. I like the name change. Friday's good for me. I'll text you after. We'll set up a time. So I'm trying to skip to the bottom, guys. Petrichor is the name of the scent that rain gives off. I learned something just now. Did not know that. Thank you. Rain Essence would be a good recommendation then, actually. It's got this clean, musky, watery, herbal feel. It's named appropriately. Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm saying. Agree, Joma Shop slow, but deals if you're willing to be patient. Yeah, look, the prices and the stock they show you is always great. You know, ships in 1 to 3 days. 3 weeks to a month later, it ships. Or even in stock's your only chance. And even then, it's never within a few days. But boy, buy something that says ships in 1 to 3 or 5 to 8 days. It ain't 1 to 3 or 5 to 8. It's weeks. It's weeks. So with that said, Gambit, yeah, it's been a while since I've smelled it though. Yeah, I barely get any coconut from it either. Yeah, I think it's pretty redundant for the most part. I haven't tried the EDP. I know it's supposed to be very similar to the limited edition Parfum. They're not the same fragrance because of the lemon heavy note in Club de Nuit and all that, but redundant enough. I mean, you don't need a bunch that smell like a vintage. You don't need what I got. I have Aventus curiosity, so I'm always looking to try somebody's new Aventus twist. I'm one of the few that actually enjoys that shit. Just see if there's anything new to be had. I'm still waiting on a really good aquatic Aventus. There's not a lot of those. But yeah, if you don't need two of them. So I would say limited edition Parfum specifically, because EDP is the only one I don't have. Limited edition Parfum I would take over Celerio Oros, but I would take Celerio Oros over the Pure Parfum perfume and the EDT. Easily. Enjoy the rest of your day as well, Esteban. So I'm going to stop right there because I want to smell Prada Luna Rossa Ocean Le Parfum. Why use my finger to pop that open when I could just use my Milwaukee knife? So much faster, right? So let's see what we're working with here. Nothing oceanic about red, right? And then supposedly still based around vanilla like the others, but warm and spicy. Like I said, I've seen comparisons to Boston Elixir, Spice Bomb, Infrared EDP, things of that nature. I haven't really heard any opinions. I know Justin did a video on it. Of course, I avoided that like the plague. He can influence me real quick. We'll just go right here on the palm tree. 2 good sprays. What the hell? It is resinous. I just remembered on the forearms I have the Greenlee clone, so I got to pick another spot because that's blending right there. I don't have nothing right here. Okay, 1 good spray. Because I don't even want to bother smelling over there because I now realize I had a base of Greenlee clone and I just sprayed that on top of. So that would have been a confusing profile. It wouldn't have made sense with everything I would have said probably. Really? Now this might sound crazy, but it's like ashy, smoky, spiced vanilla. Like an ashy smokiness. I didn't see that coming. It's so much deeper than the others. Oh, it's so good. It's so not for everyone, though, because it's very smoky. I like the smoky stuff, just like I like iris and blue fragrances. I'm a big smoky fragrance guy. Incense. It's got to be incense. I love incense and fragrance. I could see where people would hate this fragrance. I bet there's a bunch of people that don't like this. I think it's really good. It gives me the charm of something. Now, it doesn't smell just like it, but it gives me the charm and the feeling I get when I smell Noir Absolu from Pasha. Pasha de Cartier, the newest one that came out last year that I wore for Christmas. It's very fougere-ish, earthy green, but burnt caramel. You know? Oh, so good. It's weird, but so good. That's how I feel about this. It's weird, but so good. It's got that burnt, ashy, smoked vanilla smell. I'm a fan. A bunch of people aren't going to agree with what I'm about to say. This is one of the best designers put out this year because Prada went out on a limb with this. This smells nothing like the other two to me. Nothing oceanic about this. But just cover that, spray the juice and smell it. This is a bold play for them, I think. I think this is great. Outstanding, dare I say, just to give you an idea where my head's at with rating before we even look at the notes. It gives me the feeling of Pasha de Cartier Noir Absolu. I like it. We got 201 people in the chat. I appreciate you guys. Hit that thumbs up while you're here. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to disagree with me on that. I want to see what this is rated. Let's see. Decent ratings. I don't stand alone. 7.5 out of 10 with 100 ratings. Sweet, spicy, fresh, woody, citrus. I get hella smoke. Hella smokiness. You hear me? How is that not listed anywhere with a note that would make sense or an accord? Sweet? Yeah, sure. Spicy? Absolutely. Woodsy? I would put woody first. Like I was thinking it might even be like a Gaiac wood. Oak wood, sure. That makes sense. It's a strange, dry, woody smell. Saffron, maybe it's saffron giving me smokiness. Amber extremes, giving that warmth and that spice. That's got to be what's giving the spice. Oakwood could be a little spicy. I mean, saffron's obviously spicy, but I think the Amber Extreme's giving some warm spice too. And it's got to be what's giving the sweetness here. But there's probably still vanilla that they didn't list because it does smell like a burnt, smoky vanilla. Man, I like this. I like this. Spice Bomb Infrared Naxos. L'Homme Ideal Eau de Parfum. That's a reach. I think that's a reach. I disagree. Not saying they're wrong. Not saying I'm right. I'm just saying I disagree. Naxos, okay. Not as clean and fresh of a, I get the relation. Spice Bomb Infrared, I get the relation. Still not the same, but I get it. The Oceans, yeah, because of the vanilla. It's this type of sweetness that ties them together, but it still doesn't smell that much like the other two. Like, it's settled a little bit. I get it, but it's not really that much like them. Obviously, that would be the main things you could relate them to is the first two, more the Eau de Parfum, because that has a smoky vanilla smell. I think that actually has a smoky accord listed, if I remember correctly. Yeah, frankincense. So there you go. They're just not listing the frankincense from this formula, but it's damn sure in there because it's very dry, ashy, smoky. It's the incense and the oak wood and the saffron combination that's giving me this weirdness. And there's vanilla. They can not list it all they want. There's vanilla in this formula. There's incense in this formula. They can't tell me it's not. I'll call bullshit. I will blow my whistle and throw my flag. Personal foul, 10-yard penalty. Bullshit. I like this so much. I don't know if I like it more than Boston Scent Elixir. That's still my number one designer for the year. I think this might be number two. I like it more than the Most Wanted EDT Intense. Not by a lot. Profondo Parfum, I like this a little more. Just a little more. Because I really like that. It's definitely in my top five. Something would have, like when I did the top five, something would have gotten bumped. I like it as much as Strong With You Tobacco. The only reason that wasn't in the top five video was I totally forgot. It slipped my mind. It totally would have been like number 2 or 3. It's on par with something like that. Strong With You Tobacco is spicier than this, but they're in the same vein of Boston Scent Elixir. Strong With You Tobacco. I'm sure Spice Bomb Dark Leather is going to like dwarf these assholes. It's going to like sun these fragrances. Watch. Mark my words. Maybe it's just me being a big Spice Bomb fanboy because last year my favorite designer release was Infrared EDP. 2 years prior, my favorite designer release was Night Vision EDP. So there's natural fanboyism and fanboyhood of the Spice Bomb line for me to say that, but I'm going to say it now. Spice Bomb Dark Leather is going to sun all of these designer fragrances this year. That's why it's waiting until later to come out. Get all your designers out because when Spice Bomb Dark Leather comes out, it's going to embarrass all of them. It's going to be a bolder fragrance for Spice Bomb that not everybody's going to like, but fans of the line are going to be like myself are going to be like, yes. And then we need a fresh one next year. No more dark ones. I need a fresh one, Victor and Rolf. Hold on one sec. Sorry about that. I had to answer that. So, yeah, I'm a fan. I'm going 9 out of 10. Outstanding. I'm a fan. I think the only thing that can dwarf it is Spice Bomb Dark Leather later this year. I can't wait for that. I'm sure the new Arrows flanker is going to be good, but is it going to be better than Boston Scent Elixir and Profondo Parfum and stuff like that? To me, maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. But I'm here for this one. I'm going 9 out of 10. It's outstanding to my taste. Now, the problem here is it's about to get shelved for a few months because I have no use for it now. Sure, I could wear it to dinner. But right now, I'm, not eating carbs. Back on that again. This is day 2 of not eating carbs. 2 days this week, I get to eat oats, 30 grams of oats with 2 meals, 2 baseline days, no high carb days. So we're getting aggressive. I'm 18 days out. So time to shred and peel out. So I'm not going to dinner right now. I can't. There's nothing I can't order off these menus. I have a very specific meal plan I have to eat. So this is getting shelved for a while anyway, because even the situations I could wear it, I'm not doing those situations right now, is the point of this. So it's unfortunate that a fragrance I feel is this damn good that I just got and would love to start wearing does not apply to my life at the moment. So it's going to get shelved. It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. I'm going to shelve this fragrance for a few months, at least for 2 months. Like July, I'm not even going to want to think to wear this. Like even going to dinner, I'm going to wear like a heavier tropical, a Montal tropical wood, a Labola Parfum, stuff like that. I'm, Coco Loco, things like that is what I'll be wearing to dinner in the middle of summer, So it's unfortunate because I do think this is just outstanding. For my taste, this is absolutely outstanding. 9 out of 10. As George Atkinson would say, well, his parody of Gordon Ramsay, fuck me, wow. I should be wearing my shirt. Fuck me, wow. So let's get caught up in the chat. We're a little over an hour now. We still got 182 strong. We were at 200 a moment ago. Let's see. Ocean Parfums Real Nice. I like it. I like it a lot. A lot. That's the name change in a way, just for search purposes. Makes sense. Makes sense. I like it. 106 right now if anyone's interested. That's a little high, though, for the 4.2. When it's in stock at different places, you can usually get it for like 80, 90. I think it's one of those just be patient kind of things. That's a tough one. Because Oros is closer to Aventus, whereas Supremacy Not Only Intense is more its own thing with elements of Aventus because it's an oak moss blackcurrant bomb. It's a darker fragrance where you still get some more fruitiness and freshness and stuff like that, more musk out of Oros. So Oros is closer to Aventus. So I would say for versatility purposes, Oros. For cooler weather and or evenings specifically, when you want that darker, heavier fragrance, definitely Supremacy Not Only Intense. I'm all about the situations, I like to idealize a fragrance as best I can. Very interesting saffron spiciness from it. I don't see any listed leather notes, but I get this sweet leather-like note. Love the woody oak dry down. Ultra Male Elixir, no, but I'm excited to hear that. I will be buying that. Undoubtedly, I will be buying that. Give me a not scratchy synthetic opening to Ultra Male, and that's going to be one of the greatest sweet designers of all time. If they can do it that way, if they can take Ultra Male and smooth it out and thicken it up without changing much about the profile, it's going to be so well received. Just like Lamal Elixir was, it'll be so well received. You don't have to darken it up much. Just smooth it out because they're going to darken it up. They just will. They did it with Lamal. They're going to do it with Ultra Male. They'll do it with LeBeau when inevitably, hopefully, anyways, we get LeBeau Elixir. I thought that's what Paradise Garden was going to be next time. LeBeau Elixir. I need it. Ultra Male Elixir, I think it's going to be fantastic. Jean-Paul Gaultier has proven to me that they really want to try with their flankers as of the last couple of years. So I'm on board. I don't need to hear nobody's thoughts on it. I don't even need to read a note breakdown. Where and when can I buy it? In a 4.2 ounce bottle. Actually, no, 75 ml will be plenty. Where and when can I buy it in the 2.5 ounce form? Sign me up. I'll take it. I have very high expectation. They have set the bar for me. They've proven to me they care about their flankers at this point. Dark Ocean. I like that. That would have made sense. Yeah, oh yeah. This is better than EDP. This is the best one. I think it's the best one. Hands down. I don't think it's close. Let them know. Salvatore Ferragamo. Womo signature vibes. That's definitely sweeter than this, though, but I can see where you're coming from. Because I get where Patrick's talking about the leather accord. Lavelle, I'm assuming you get a leather accord to it as well. Because it does, because saffron comes across leathery. So, Patrick, that's what I wanted to note, by the way. You mentioned they don't list leather. Saffron can smell leather. The smell of a leather accord. It's known for that. It can be ambery, it can be spicy, it can be metallic, and it can be leathery. There's a variety of ways. It depends on the saffron. It depends on how it's balanced with other notes to create certain accords. That's because I'm getting a little bit of the leatheriness now that's drying too. It's definitely the saffron. No doubt. I loved it. Needed a bottle as soon as I can get it cheaper. Got 20% off at Ulta with 5 times points. I love Ocean Parfum. Probably buy it when the price comes down a bit. I paid $91 for this 50 ml. $90.91 from Fragrance Buy. I was not bothering with 100 ml. 50 ml is plenty. You know, even with this, it was like I could have got a 50 ml, I would have got the 50 ml, but I didn't want a 30 ml. I didn't want a 30. I wanted bigger than that. Even though 30 would have been fine, technically. What website is what? Deep Dry on once the Amber Extreme comes out more, you'll smell similarities to the EP, probably. I'm starting to get it already. I'm getting smoky vanilla. More and more of it. Less than stellar experience with the LV store in Jacksonville when they're prepared to drop some money. You need to go to the one in Tampa. Go see Rushton. That's the store manager. Big frag head. He's in the online community. Great experience. I had a great experience. No one ever said a single word to my wife, and it was like pulling teeth to get, so they profiled you. They thought you didn't have any money. That's what Louis Vuitton. Of course they're going to do shit like that, right? Think about this. You can see how I dress. I fully expected that to be the case. I was wearing the Undertaker's hoodie? I was wearing an Undertaker 9-line hoodie, the BSK moves list with a Dodgers hat and joggers and stuff like that. Like, I was fully expecting nobody to talk to me. I didn't walk in looking like some baller, just casual athletic apparel, and that was not the case. Store manager's like, TLTG. Shit, I'll be damned. What are the odds of this, So it was a great experience. Naturally, that's why I bought a bottle, because they rolled out the red carpet like I was somebody, which I'm not. But he treated me as such. He was just excited to see me, wanted to talk fragrance, was excited. Here I am with freaking Nigerian Giant Omas, an actual celebrity, WWE superstar, world traveled entertainer, and I'm the one that got recognized. It was crazy. So that's why I give such a vote of confidence to Tampa Bay's Louis Vuitton store in their mall, because dude's in the fragrance community and he's really into it. You want to go to a Louis Vuitton that's ran by an online community fraghead? Go to the one in Tampa. Go see Rushton. Tell him TLTG sent you. Any update on new release from Chanel? I haven't heard a word. I bet, man. I'm sorry to hear that. One Mr. Goodman with $5 super chat. Detour Eco. Interested to see what they do with Spice Bomb leather. # wear what you love. Amen. I think it's going to be amazing. I'm done with the dark ones, though. I think after this, I need a fresh one. It doesn't have to be blue. And don't get me wrong, if they want to give me Spice Bomb Parfum, I won't be mad. If they want to give me Spice Bomb Elixir, I won't be mad. I'm still going to buy them. I'm still going to love them. But I need a fresh Spice Bomb. The closest thing we've had was Night Vision EDT, because Spice Bomb Fresh came out long-ass time ago. Been long discontinued. We need a blue Spice Bomb. Even if it's not blue, it needs to be fresh. We need a fresh Spice Bomb. We need to do that again. They won't re-release it. That'd be great for everyone else. I already have it. I want something different since I already have it. But that would be cool though. But I don't know how it would be received. But the community's grown a lot since that got discontinued. There's a lot of new people here in the space. But they're looking for the mass market. They don't really care that much about us. They acknowledge us. They know we're here. They care. But I need something fresh. I need something fresh from Spice Bomb within the next 2 releases after Dark Leather. I need a fresh fragrance. Yeah, it's really good. It's really, really good. Bunch of snobs. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Dry Down's great too. It's just getting better by the moment. That saffron's shining right now. Spice Bomb Leather definitely gonna be my first full purchase. See, as soon as every time they drop one, as soon as they release it on the Victor and Rolf US site, I buy it. That's why I always get some kind of gift set, shower gel, little bag. I get all free bullshit with it that I don't care about, because I always buy it directly from them. Just like I did with Invictus Parfum. I bought it from Ravon. Got all kinds of little free shit, a sample, a travel atomizer, a tote bag. I don't care about none of that shit. I just want my fragrance. It'd be a fall banger. Couldn't stop sniffing my arm. It's fantastic. The problem is it's going to get shelved. I can believe it. It's getting better every time I smell it. When it wafts in the air, I think of gentlemanly niche version of Blue Seduction just a bit. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Talking about this? No. Not at all. Born Aroma Intense is more oceanic and fresh than this. I wouldn't relate them. I haven't done a full wearing of it yet, just that first impressions. That's next on the list to test out, because this was next. was the Greenlee clone. So I'm working on that right now. Been testing this. What else have I been testing lately? Dazzling Garden, I still need to do the review. Mercedes-Benz Le Parfum, I still need to do the review. John Barbados XX Indigo, I need to do the review. Like, I'm ready to do them, I just need to film them. So I try to space them out because individual reviews don't do shit. They don't do shit. A couple hundred people to maybe 1,500 or 2,000 care. And then I do a list and 5,000 to 30 or 40,000 care. Big difference. I do this full time, guys. It's a big monetary difference. Okay. There's a reason people chase views. I try not to strictly chase views, but views matter. Views and watch time. Watch time is just as key, if not more. I'll take a couple thousand less views to have greater watch time from each view. It's more valuable. The views are more valuable at that point. But that's the thing. I still love to do my individual reviews. That's why normally when I put one, I'll put a few out because I know they ain't gonna do shit. Unless it's some crazy, like Club de Nuit Precieux. They keep saying precious. It's not spelled like that. Is it really supposed to be precious? It looks nothing like it. It looks like Precieux. I'm from South Louisiana. That's Precieux. Anyways, whether it's precious or Precieux, knew that was going to be hyped. Knew that was going to get a ton of views. Let's get 20-something thousand views. That's one of those rare occasions where it's just a hype monster. Latafa Assad Zanzibar, 20-something thousand views for a single fragrance. That shit happens. But most of them don't do that. Majority don't do that. So, but I still love to do them. It's the art of this. It's the basis. I love doing the individual reviews. Always have. I always will. I'll never get away from them. They're counterproductive to the algorithm, but I'll never get away from them. So Iris, I need to revisit. Kirk, leather patchouli, never tried. Gonna go get Hindu Kush this week. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for joining. I'd be down because I love Essence de Parfum. Glad to pick up 2 bottles of Coastal Breeze. I checked, but yeah, they pulled it down. It's weird. I don't know why. Aero CDP, I wore that a couple days ago. A few weeks ago. Very good. Rick, good to see you. I want a Clone House inspired Virgin Island water. So people have been kind of demanding Armoff to do a Club de Nuit fragrance that smells like their take on Virgin Island water for a long time. I think in this line that the Absolute Ventus clone is, it's more of a twist than a clone. I think that's where we're going to get their Virgin Island water twist. I said it in the review, I think. I said it in a video where I was talking about it. I think that's going to be the line because it's number 1. Because it's going to be a line. Hell no, but 15 minutes later, it was like magic, and the opening medicinal vibe would dry down as fire. Some other Parfumo website. Never knew of it. Asking, oh, yeah, go to Parfumo. That's where I like to use. You got Trograntica. You got Parfum. It's another good spot. Parfoom. Base notes. Eye fragrance. For new releases, definitely eye fragrance. Trograntica, if you want to use there. I still have to use them from time to time. Sometimes I'm forced. I try not to, but Parfumo is my go-to. But I use, like I said, Parfum, base notes, eye fragrance. I use eye fragrance a lot. Spice Bomb Privé, I'd be here for it. I'm currently wearing Fragrance World. Been wearing it all throughout the day and a little bit last night. Aether, French Avenue, the Greenlee clone. The wood's a little bit sharper, more of a sharp cedar. But that's the only difference I really pick up between that and Greenlee. 90+% accurate. Working on a full review. Well, years ago, Xerjoff was a designer. He had a clothing line, men's suits, things like that. But he's very much a niche fragrance house these days, both based on the storytelling and quality aspect of what he does, the originality, the design work on his presentations, which are all original molds and stuff that he owns. I consider Xerjoff to be niche personally, but some will consider it just high-level designer. No matter how you look at it, the actual mission statement for the brand is to be affordable luxury. Because when you compare what you get versus what other brands would charge for the same type of stuff, it is affordable luxury. It is. So I consider them niche, but some will still say designer. It's kind of a gray area thing when it comes to Xerjoff. Yeah, but it's a different time. We're talking, 8 years later, 9 years later, something like that. Damn. Profondo Parfum is good stuff. It's one of my favorite designers released this year for sure. I'm scared I'll run out. Hey, man, wear your fragrance. It'll just go bad over time. Good stuff. Just got Neo. Oh, my God, amazing for the heat. It is a good one. I haven't worn that in a little while. The Bishop, good to see you, sir. Made it to the last bit of the stream. Hey, glad to see you, sir. UPS definitely delivering my BOP masterpiece tomorrow. Can't wait. I hope you enjoy it, my man. That's what we're going to be doing with Sally on his channel. He's unboxing Business Over Pleasure. He reached out to me. We was at the gym a couple days ago. He's like, would you be open to jumping on stream with me? So we kind of talk about it while I'm smelling it. Sure. Let's do it. So Thursday, 5 o'clock Central. I believe it's 5 o'clock Central. No, it might be 5 o'clock Eastern. Yeah. Let me double check. Let me check my calendar just to be sure. Yes, 5 o'clock Eastern. So 5 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Central on Selly Knows It All. We'll be live. Well, I'd like to try Barricade too. His Blockade clone, I would definitely like to try that. Hanny, send your boy a package. Let me check it out. I haven't talked to Hanny in a while. Hope he's doing well. Might have to get Renaissance. Which do you prefer more? Renaissance. Neo's really good, but it's more of they're both really good spring fragrances. But if I had to pick one to wear in super high heat, definitely the heavy citrus of Renaissance. That's the one for me. I've never even heard of that. Broken Record, I know, but it'll be worth it. I don't even know what that is. Another one where, oh, well, you're just getting it today. I thought you were wearing it. So I was about to say we got two other people in the chat. Go to a department store and smell it first. Make sure you like it because I think it's a bold designer. I really do. Yep, there he is. So there's the name of the channel. Selly Knows It All. So you click his name right here in the chat and you can click go to channel. I think you should be able to click and go to channel. If not, just type it the way you see it. Selly Knows It All. Or let me pull you up real quick, Sally. Fuck it. Put your link in the chat. Make it easy for everybody. All right. Paste. Sally Knows It All in the chat. Go subscribe to my guy. Sally's a good dude. We'll be live on Thursday. Day 3 fragrance hoodie arrived today. Some good quality shit, man. Top of your head, do you know if they still have the Day 3 hat? So he just had some of those made and sent it to me a couple of years ago. He never sold those. That trucker hat, he just randomly sent me that. Like right after when he only had like 2 fragrances, he had sent that to me. He never sold them. Chat slightly cool this morning. So Signature Royale X for my scent of the day. Excellent choice, Eric. Good to see you, sir. Scent of the day is 1 million elixir. Good to see you, boss. I hope you're doing well, my man. I hope all is well on your end. Great choice. When the fall rolls around, I'll be rocking that one a bit more personally. And sir, red tobacco clone. Monarch red tobacco vanilla is amazing. A lot of vanilla is it dry. Starts off red tobacco, turns into a beautiful powdery vanilla. Never smelled the original, but this for $15, at least that's what it is at the rack stores. It's a great pickup. And it's a loose bottle. At least it was for me. So you can smell it first. You can test it. Like several people had sprayed it. I actually had to clean all the fingerprints off the bottle when I got home, but I damn sure was picking it up for that $15. No, it's not new, but just got it today. Profumo, and I love it. Hey, man. I said it earlier in the chat. I'll say it again. In my opinion, one of the best men's designer fragrances ever created is Acqua di Gio Profumo. That is a special scent profile. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we are hour 19. We'll hang to an hour and a half. We'll hang for another 11 minutes. And then I'm going to go get my evening cardio session in. So blessing / curse, I guess, technically. So I'm not doing the high intensity intervals anymore. She switched me to steady state in the evenings. So I'm doing 1 hour. So I do an hour steady state fasted in the morning, and I do an hour steady state in the evenings now. So it takes a little longer to do cardio in the evening now. So keep the heart rate around 130 beats per minute. Just cruise and sweat my ass off. So it's going to be a good time. Tyler, good to see you. Am I getting the Jordan 4 Fear? Possibly. I'll tell you what, since I got those oxidized greens, I'm kind of in love with the 4s now. I get it now. I get it. I thought the 3 was going to be my new favorite, and the 6. The 3 and the 6 really captured my heart because I'm going back to these old silhouettes that I never owned in the past. The 4, I want the sulfurs. I got the red cements get delivered tomorrow. What other 4s did I grab? Those the black cements coming out later this year. The 3s, I'm grabbing those. But the Fear 4s, I'm not really that excited about. The ones I am excited about are the black and white. I guess they're calling them the black and white thunders or something like that. But the black and white 4s, that are coming out later this year, count me in. They look just like my black and white suede 14s that I bought last year. Man, so getting those. I was in the gym today too. Cheers to that, boss. Cheers to everybody that worked out today. What's going on, my man? A clone from Milestone called Shining City. Clone of LV City of Stars. I never tried the original. Latafa Tawil. I've never tried Blue Touch. I've heard it smells like Aqua de Jo. That's what I know of it. I've never tried it, though. Drying out is sweet and aromatic. I just can't wait to get those wave runners. Hey, there's no guarantees because I sure as shit missed on the blue tints. I didn't miss on the Pirate Blacks, though. Those are. I'm not even waiting for those to do the haul because that'll be like Friday or something like that. Those come in. They won't make it in time. I'm going to do a separate video for the Pirate Blacks, but 9 o'clock Central tomorrow, I'm going to be on there trying to get them turtle doves. And then Thursday, $300 retail. It's always been crazy. The Yeezy 700 Wave Runners. To me, the best looking Yeezy that's ever come out. The ultimate dad shoe. The Wave Runner 700. Man, I'm so hoping I get them because resale on those has always been retarded. That's why I don't have them. Because I've got a few pairs. I've had a few pairs of Yeezys, but it's one of those deals where resale was always a bitch, and I'd always missed those restocks they do over the years, where now I'm right in the heart of the restock, so I'm like, man, I'm grabbing all kinds of shit. They've discontinued the partnership. Shit's getting just cleared out. Give me all the Yeezys. 380s, 450s. It turns out I really like 450s. I took a shot. They're ugly off foot, but on foot looking down, I like them. They're weird. They get claw-looking shits. They're weird. Good weird, turns out. But the 700s and the 500s and, of course, the 350 V2s, unbelievable. I got 2 pairs of slides coming. That won't be part of the haul. That's separate. But I've been just grabbing stuff while I can because it's the last chance ever. You know, it's the last chance. So I'm grabbing. The Quantums, I'm excited about the Quantums. I got a bunch of pairs of Quantums coming. Dropped some coin on some Yeezys this past week. I did. I was going to act like I didn't. It's a now or never kind of thing. That's why it's like, I don't want to spend this kind of money, but fucking now or never. Because prices are going to skyrocket now that they're never coming out again. There was always hope of restocks and new models. That shit's over. So any of you that are into Yeezys, Adidas Yeezys, because he's got new collabs coming, but resale is going to be ridiculous moving forward. That's why I'm getting them now, because it's like it's now or never. Because once they go in $500, $600, $700, $900, I never, not never, not me, no, boo boo, never, no sir. That is permanently closed. So that was the majority of George's private stock. He had a box of 27 bottles and he sold more than half of it. So he's got to keep some. Antonio would be very mad at him if he got rid of the little bit that he kept for Zaharoff. So he's got to keep that last 12 bottles, you know. But yeah, he sold 15 the other day. That's over, my man. It'll never happen again, you know. I was shocked he did that. Yeah, the Air Jordan 4, Michael Jordan shoes. I'm sure they have those over in your side of the country, your side of the world. Been thinking about getting you or someone like you, soul of my soul. Yeah. Versatility, you or someone like you. Because soul of my soul is actually quite unique. It's a creamy, powdery musk vanilla suede combo. It's actually quite unique. Has a little bit of a cooling effect. It's really good. It's more situational. Way more situational than you or someone like you. You or someone like you's fresh green citrus woods, florals. It's a little soapy. You can wear that shit for anything. Is my bottle still out? Yeah, still ready. It's super versatile. It's easy to like. This is one of their most accessible, easy to wear fragrances you can get from TLTG homes. Soul of my soul is fantastic, but it's way more situational. Just know that going into it. If you've tried both, then it just comes down to which one do you like more. But if you were looking for my opinion, that's my opinion on it too. 4 in color. I have 5 pairs in different colors. Congrats on the progress, Ross. I saw the pics. Well done. Yeah, that was last night. That's a first day of no carb. The obliques are about to get really shredded. By the end of the weekend, obliques are going to be nice and shredded. It's pretty much full 8-pack now, even with the loose skin at the bottom. The bottom 2 are showing a lot more now. We're almost there. Definitely almost there. It was nice to carb up and refuel for a little over a week. Since I ended up not doing the show on the first, I was able to just like refuel and regenerate and recover and give the body some good nutrition and good calories for a little bit. And then now we're getting aggressive again because it's time to get ready for the show. So I'm excited, but I appreciate the compliment, boss. YouTube short last night on a Kajal fragrance, and Apple won't let me download an iMovie on my phone. It's kind of weird. Great scent choice, though. Oh, yeah, the sneakers. Yeah. Where's the rest of your comment? I'll wait. Ciao. I'll have a great night. You have a great night as well. Yeah, 5 more minutes and we'll shut it down. I thought Jordan had started a perfume company. There are Michael Jordan fragrances. They've been around for a long time. Very cheap. They've been around since the early 90s. I do not have the bread 11s, but next spring, I believe, got announced today, we're getting the low top bread 11s. Yeah. Getting those. So all the heat we're getting this year, we're getting even more next year with all the announcements we've done. Any of you, like some of you heard me talk about how excited I was for the Wolf Grey 12s. The new images, they ruined the shoe. Like the initial mock-up of the Jordan 12 when the eyelets were blacked out and the gray panels where it says Jumpman, they were gray to match the toe rands and the sides and everything, medial and lateral. Now the Jumpman panels are black and the eyelets are chromed or gray. I think they're chromed. They changed the look of the shoes. I'm not near as excited anymore. They don't look near as good. Kind of heartbroken because I love gray shoes. That's like my favorite is gray tones and shoes. Pretty disappointed. I feel like they fucked that shoe up. Could have been so. It was so much better with the initial images. Very disappointed. Actually, let's take a vote real quick. If you don't mind, because that'll be quick to go to. So here's the images of what it looks now. See the black on the Jumpman on the rand right there, and the eyelets are silver. Okay, you see how that looks? Now compare it to, please load quicker than this. Compare it to this. Doesn't that look sleeker? The eyelets are blacked out. Everything's all gray. That I was excited about. That I'm not near as excited. I'll probably still get them. They still look good, but they don't look as good as they did. I'm hoping this is bullshit. Dan, what do you think? That's my fellow sneakerhead that I know for certain is in the chat. When you get a chance, I wasn't a huge fan before, but Star Chaser and Wild Stride, I like the names. Forbidden City by Static Olfactive. I haven't tried the new one yet. I think it's sitting in my P.O. box, actually, because he did send it to me. I need to check my P.O. box. Oud Wood, great choice. I'm doing well. Yeah, it's a lot of sacrifice, man. It's good stuff. It's damn good stuff. Yeah, for sure. He had them when he was active, though. I got a lot of shoes, man. Like most of it's not on YouTube and stuff, obviously. Like I got a bunch of the original Way of Wade's 1s and 2s. Like I got Team No Sleeps. There's a bunch of shit I refused to sell, but I used to have a ton of heat that I sold off that was still valuable because I keep my shit clean. I keep my shit in good shape. Appreciate you, sir. And on the home computer, Bentley from Azure. Samples of Signature Seraphim Blue and Signature Orem on the way. Hope you enjoy. Your recommendation for someone's first pair of Jordans, not a sneaker guy. Jordan 1s. Most versatile sneaker ever created. Get you a color of Jordan 1s that suits you, whether it's the mids, the high OGs, or the low tops. Nothing in this world as far as casual sneakers, because they're casual sneakers now. They're terrible basketball shoes. They were fine in 84, but there's no, and I'll argue with anybody about that. There's no more versatile sneaker in the world than the Jordan 1, the original pair of Air Jordans. Second pick for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They look way better. You have a good one, sir. Yeah, UPS, if George signed all of them. So I'm glad you asked. He didn't want to tear the wrap, so he signed the card special for you guys, but See, all of those bottles I hand wrapped with the special Z Creator paper and put the Business Over Pleasure sticker on them to wrap the boxes with the special paper that he had printed. So we didn't think about that in the moment when he was talking about signing the boxes. So none of those boxes are signed because he didn't want to rip that apart. He'd have to tear that because it's not something you can untape. It's wax paper, so it would tear. But you'll see when you'll get it, and you'll be like, "Oh, I'm glad he did." More than likely, I would say you'll be glad he didn't tear that open because it's part of the experience. Because I folded and wrapped all of those bottles. I packed all that stuff years ago. That's all done by my hands years ago. All of you that bought those bottles, because it's those. It's the little bit of leftover stock he kept for himself that he sold off. So yeah, he wrote special stuff on cards for you guys, but he didn't want to tear that off the boxes. Serpentine red. What? Those 12s are a hard pass. They look like a good value version of the playoffs. That's kind of funny. I liked how they look in the first image. When they first got leaked, second pair looks better. That's what I'm saying. They were way better before. Like once they actually get announced and this is official images, and if it's that first set I showed you guys with the black, and kind of torn because like the taxi flips, the reverse taxi, I didn't want those. I'm good on those. I passed on those, and those are below retail right away. Reverse Oreos. I got the reverse Oreos. I love them. Pure money for my 4s. Oh, you got the 4s though, the reverse Oreos. I got the reverse Oreo 6s that came out recently. Oh, man, the leather quality on those is pretty good too. That's a hell of a choice for the wife's birthday. Second pair on point. That's what I'm saying. Those are better. So I've always been an 11, 12, 13, mainly 12, 13, 14 guy. That's why in ones. That's why I'm going back to buying a lot of 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s. I've never owned 8s. This is my second pair of 9s when I got the powder blue 9s. I used to have the low top navy blue 9s years ago that came out in the early 2000s. Never had any 10s. I never had the 15s, 16s. I had the Carolina Blue 17s. I had the black suede and royal blue 18s. I never had 19s or 20s. I had the red suede 21s. I had the low top all white 22s. I had the gray, gold, and black 23s. And I'm forgetting which ones I had in the later years, the ones that really don't fucking matter. Jordan Brand as far as the signature line. If you're not a basketball player, the newer ones are pointless for you. They're not good casual shoes. They're good performance shoes. But for me, I'm an old head, so it's 1 through 14. I know a lot of people love their 15s and 17s and stuff. I get it, but 1 through 14 for me. Speaking of big sneakerheads, second pair look like the OG playoff 12. The initial pair looks better. Maybe we get both. I need the initial pair, like the first leaked image. I need those. And you're right about the steel 10s, man. I don't like the toe cap. I don't like that on the toe cap, the toe rands. I like the pairs you have without that, with the smooth toe. That's what I was hoping was coming out. I didn't even notice until you pointed it out. I'm still going to get them because steel 10s are my favorite. That's the 10s I've always wanted, is the steel 10s. And the double nickels. I'd like to get the double nickels maybe one day, but if they re-release them, I don't want the old ones. But those steel 10s, I'm going to grab them. I don't like the OG look to the toe box. I like the newer style to the toe box. I wish they were doing that. Y'all follow my man Polos and J's on IG. Big sneakerhead, all about his outfits. So y'all make sure to follow my guy. I believe so. They're Italian brand. No, not the 180s. Air Max 1s, Air Max 90s. I haven't had a pair of 95s and 97s forever. Last pair of 97s I had were all navy. And I've had some of the 2000s models, different Air Maxes. I kind of got away from the newer Air Maxes, though. Flyknit Air Max was last time I went hard on Air Maxes. I got a few pairs of those still. You can't go wrong with Jordan 1 anything, man. I said, when it comes to the most versatile pair of Jordans ever, in my opinion, the most versatile sneaker of all time. I believe Kevin Durant said that years ago. That's where I got that from, and I totally agree. You can't go wrong with Jordan 1s. High OG, mid, low, don't matter. You rock a pair of Jordan 1s, you're all right. You're in good shape. I got the Gratitudes coming finally. I debated for they've been out for 2-3 months now, and I was like, because I know we're going to get Concords again. Mark my words. I know they're talking about breads for next year because we got the bread low tops coming, but I know they're talking maybe bread 11s for next year, but we're getting the Concords within the next 2 holiday seasons because it's been 6 years where we stand now since the last Concord release, and that's one of their most popular Jordans of all time. and they sell out immediately. If they make 1 million pairs, they're going to sell 1 million pairs. So mark my words, in the next 2 holiday seasons, not this year, because this year's Legend Blues, but either 25 or 26 holiday season, we're getting Concords. That's why I was like, do I need the Gratitudes? Because that's a redundant pair. Because when the Concords come around this time, it'll be easier for me to get them than it has been in the past, so I've never gotten them. And I'm going to get them. And once I get the Concords, I'm not going to want to wear the damn Gratitudes. See what I'm saying? So I finally caved. I was like, might be 2 or 3 years, so let me get the Gratitudes. Because if I wait 6 months to debate, they're going to skyrocket in price eventually. So, yeah, 3s and 4s are most people's favorites. Congrats on 100K. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you. So we're over an hour and a half. We got to shut this thing down here in a second. We had a little over 200 in the chat when we were peeking, talking about the fragrances. I appreciate you guys. 600 plus. I got a hat haul to do, actually. So, let me lean this way. Is that open box right there? That's some of the Saints training camp hats. That's a Tropics 47 brand Saints hat, a high-vis yellow Chief Wahoo snapback. May the Cleveland Indians rest in peace, poor Chief Wahoo. What else was in there? There's some other hats. Got a few hats in this. A hat haul I need to do for the other channel. Subscribe to TLTG Kicks. Any of you enjoying the sneaker talk and hat talk and everything? That's where that kind of content takes place. I don't know. I want it though. I'm gonna buy it immediately because to most people they didn't. There are pairs with the hairs. I got the hair 6s on their way, not the 7s. I got the 6. I like the way the 6s look, that pink berry look on the sole and everything. And University red 5s. So we got the reverse metallic 5s coming later this year. And then the metallic 5 reimagined next spring. I think it's spring. Might be late winter, but beginning of next year. So I'm all for those, man. I've been wearing my anthracite 5s to the gym. They're right there. I've been wearing my anthracite 5s. I bought those secondhand. So they're not beat up, but I mean they're not dead stocks. It's like I don't mind wearing those to the gym. I wear Jordan 1s and shit to the gym. And Yeezys and shit, like in training shoes. Like I'll wear stuff that I don't mind that won't get creased and or is already creased because I'm like that. When it comes to retro Jordans, I'm trying to not crease shit still. Like I'm still a kid. I'm trying not to crease shit. The sweetest, none of them are really all that sweet. Yeah, I can't wait. They actually come in tomorrow. Like the rest of the Yeezys I was waiting on to do that video is coming in tomorrow. Not all of the Yeezys, but the ones I'm waiting on from Adidas. So I bought some from Goat and eBay and stuff. I bought a lot of Yeezys. But I have those coming tomorrow. And what else is coming tomorrow? Miami Nights Vapor Max 23s. I think those are coming tomorrow as well. I got a bunch of shit to do content on that I haven't done. A bunch of shit to do content on. I bought a lot of fucking sneakers. I'm in sneaker mode right now. I go through spurts every year. Beginning of the year, I was buying a bunch of stuff. I bought the gray 14s, the powder blue 9s. What else? I bought a bunch of shit at the beginning of the year too. Just a couple times a year I go hard on sneakers. A couple times a year I go hard on hats, fragrances all throughout the year. I just did a review on the oxidized greens over on the TLTG Kicks channel 2 days ago. Check that out. They're very similar. Yeah, they're extremely similar. Mellow M3s, best Jordan of all time in my opinion. The last Mellows I had was the M10 years ago, back when I was coaching basketball still. McCartan Fragrance, but they do come with a cap. Yeah, you're good. The Xerjoffs come with it. I saved the. See, I toss them. The cardboard inserts, I toss them. I don't give a shit about those. Tell you what's a sleeper pair that came out this year, the women's Lucky Green 5s. Those are actually pretty damn nice. I haven't worn my Space Jam 11 lows yet since I got them. I almost wore them today. Ended up not, though. I'm just wearing some slides right now. I didn't even put any sneakers on. It's kind of like my house slippers. This is what I wear around the house all the time. Great chat. Salute to you, Ross, and chat. Have a great night. Yeah, on that note, we're at hour 40. I meant to shut it down 10 minutes ago. We'll go ahead and shut it down. I appreciate you guys coming and hang out with me. Both of these are bangers, especially Prada Luna Rossa Ocean Le Parfum. It is getting very leathery. That saffron is the star of the show at this point. They don't list incense and vanilla, but it's there from the previous two formulas. that oak wood really doing its thing. And this is tuberose balm, tuberose coconut. So smooth though. If you like tuberose, it is dominant tuberose. It's lactonic, it's creamy, it's coconut lotion, sunscreen, leans feminine, it's thick. It's going to be a sillage monster right here. And it is feminine. So it's not for everyone. Again, my wife's going to want to steal this. I'm about to let her smell them here in just a minute. She's going to tell me how pretty I smell. I can tell you now. And she's going to want this damn bowl. She's going to want it. So this bottle will stay in the fucking this room. Because if she sees the bottle, she says, "Ooh, mine," and she reaches for it. And most of the time, I let her win. And she might win with this one. I don't know. If she wants it bad enough, I'll let her keep it on her shelf. It's not like we can't go back and forth to spray the fragrances. But certain ones, it's like, no, staying on my shelf. So I appreciate all of you. Seriously, thanks for coming hang with me. Polo and Jay, it's good to see you, my man. Great show as always. Good to see you. Boz, always a pleasure, sir. Thank you for the content. Appreciate you, big dog. Right back at you, KOP. Dakota, always a pleasure. Smooth operator. Dan, everybody here. I appreciate all of you. Check out today's video. It was Clone Haul that was heavily requested. I picked those up because a lot of people asked me to pick them up. So check out that video. We'll be back either tomorrow or Wednesday. It depends on how tomorrow shakes out. I got some stuff to do with Justin midday. So I may not go live tomorrow afternoon. If I don't, I'll be live Wednesday. I'll flip-flop my day off of streaming. And then Thursday with Selly. Friday, I'll probably have Randy on. Got to text him to set up a time. He sent me some decants, Prada Lone Water Splash, and I forgot what other one. And we'll be sniffing some fragrances on Friday. So appreciate you guys coming hang out. Subscribe to TLTG Kicks. All of you enjoying the sneaker content conversation, head on over to TLTG Kicks, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Big Easy haul video tomorrow on that channel, like 11 pairs. Check it out.